Down Payment Assistance, DPA. Unlocking home ownership through down payment assistance programs. Here's something most California renters don't realize. You might be closer to home ownership than you think, even if you don't have 20% saved up. Down Payment Assistance Programs, or DPA, can provide thousands of dollars to help with your down payment and closing costs. And in California, where home prices are high, these programs can be the difference between renting forever and owning your first home. Today I'm going to explain what down payment assistance is and how it works, the major DPA programs available in California, who qualifies and how to apply, real examples of how much assistance you can get. What is down payment assistance? Let's start with the basics. Down payment assistance programs provide financial help to homebuyers who need help with down payment funds, closing costs, both. This assistance can come in several forms: grants, free money you never have to pay back; forgivable loans, loans that are forgiven after you live in the home for a certain period, typically 3 to 5 years; deferred loans, loans with no monthly payment that you repay when you sell, refinance, or pay off your first mortgage; low interest loans, loans with favorable interest rates and terms. In California, DPA programs can provide anywhere from $10,000 to over $100,000 in assistance, depending on the program and your situation. Why DPA matters in California. Here's why down payment assistance is especially critical in California. California has some of the highest home prices in the nation. The median home price in many California counties exceeds $700,000. A traditional 20% down payment on a $700,000 home is $140,000. Even a 3.5% FHA down payment is $24,500. For many first-time buyers, saving that much while also paying high California rents is nearly impossible. That's where DPA comes in, bridging the gap between what you have saved and what you need. Major California DPA programs. Let me walk you through the major statewide programs. CalFA My Home Assistance Program. This is California's flagship DPA program. Provides up to 3.5% of the purchase price or appraised value, whichever is less. It's a deferred payment junior loan at 0% interest. No monthly payments. You only repay it when you sell, refinance, or pay off your first mortgage. CalFA Dream for All. This program provides up to 20% of the purchase price or appraised value. It's a shared appreciation loan, meaning when you sell, you repay the assistance amount plus 20% of the home's appreciation. No monthly payments. No income limits on this program. Anyone can apply. These are just the statewide programs. Many counties and cities have their own local programs with even more generous terms. WHO qualifies for DPA. Now let's talk about qualification requirements. First-time homebuyer status. Most DPA programs require you to be a first-time homebuyer, defined as someone who hasn't owned a home in the past 3 years. Some programs are available to repeat buyers in certain circumstances. Income limits. Many programs have income limits based on area median income. For example, CalHFA My Home typically requires you to be at or below 120% of area median income. In some California counties, that's over $150,000 per year for a household. Credit requirements. Most programs require a minimum credit score of 640 to 680. Some programs accept lower scores with compensating factors. Homebuyer education. Almost all DPA programs require completion of a homebuyer education course. These are typically available online and take 6 to 8 hours. Primary residence requirement. The home must be your primary residence. You must live in it. Investment properties don't qualify. Combining DPA with loan programs. Here's where it gets powerful. You can combine DPA with low down payment loan programs. DPA plus FHA. Use FHA financing with 3.5% down. Use DPA to cover that 3.5% down payment plus closing costs. Result, potentially zero or minimal out-of-pocket costs. DPA plus conventional. Use conventional financing with 3% down. Use DPA to cover the down payment and closing costs. Often results in better long-term terms than FHA. DPA plus VA. Veterans can use VA loans with zero down payment. Use DPA to cover closing costs and funding fees. This can truly result in zero out-of-pocket homeownership. Let me give you real-world scenarios. Example 1. First-time buyer in Sacramento. Purchase price $500,000. Using FHA with 3.5% down, $17,500 down payment needed. Closing costs approximately $10,000. Total needed $27,500. Using CalHFA My Home DPA provides $17,500 for down payment, 3.5% of purchase price. Buyer needs to bring $10,000 for closing costs. That's much more achievable. Example 2. First-time buyer in Los Angeles. Purchase price $750,000. Using conventional with 3% down, $22,500 down payment. Closing costs $15,000. Total needed $37,500. Using Dream for All DPA provides $150,000, 20% of purchase price. Now buyer can put 20% down, avoiding PMI and cover closing costs. Out of pocket, potentially minimal. Local and city programs. Don't overlook local programs. They can be even more generous. Los Angeles County programs offer grants and loans up to $100,000 in some cases. Income limits vary by city. San Francisco programs, down payment assistance loan program, provides silent second mortgages up to $375,000 for qualifying buyers. San Diego programs, multiple programs available through the San Diego Housing Commission. Assistance amounts vary based on income and property location. Orange County programs, first-time homebuyer program provides down payment assistance, forgivable after 5 years of occupancy. Every county and many cities have their own programs. Always check local resources. The application process. Here's how to actually access these programs. Step 1. Complete homebuyer education. Take an approved homebuyer education course. Get your certificate of completion. This typically costs $50 to $100 and takes 6 to 8 hours online. Step 2. Get pre-approved with a DPA-approved lender. Not all lenders participate in all DPA programs. Work with a lender experienced in DPA. They'll help you determine which programs you qualify for. Step 3. Find an eligible property. Most DPA programs have property requirements. Single-family homes, condos, townhomes, and 2 to 4 unit properties usually qualify. Property must meet minimum condition standards. Step 4. Submit DPA application. Your lender will submit the DPA application along with your loan application. Provide required documentation. Wait for approval, typically 2 to 4 weeks. Step 5. Close on your home. The DPA funds are included in your closing. You sign documents for both your primary mortgage and the DPA loan, if applicable. Common objections and concerns. Let's address the hesitations people have. Objection: I'll have to pay it back eventually. Reality: many programs are forgivable after 3 to 5 years. Even deferred loans often have shared appreciation that's worth it given California's home price growth. You're building equity while using DPA. The programs will run out of money. Popular programs do run out annually, but they get refunded each year. The key is to be ready when funding opens up, usually at the start of the fiscal year. I make too much money to qualify. Reality: many programs have income limits of 120% or more of area median income. In high-cost California counties, that can be $150,000 for a household. Plus, Dream for All has no income limits. Objection: it's too complicated. Reality: working with an experienced DPA lender simplifies everything. They handle the paperwork and guide you through the process. Taking action. Here's your action plan to take advantage of DPA. Step 1. Research programs you might qualify for. Check CalHFA programs. Research your county and city programs. Make a list of possibilities. Step 2. Get your finances in order. Check your credit score. Aim for 640 or higher. Gather documentation, pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements. Create a budget for home ownership. Step 3. Take a homebuyer education course. Find an approved provider. Complete the course. Get your certificate. Step 4. Connect with a DPA experienced lender. Interview 2 to 3 lenders. Choose one experienced with your target DPA programs. Get pre-approved. Step 5. Start house hunting. Work with a buyer's agent. Focus on properties that meet DPA program requirements. Be ready to act when you find the right home. Final close down payment assistance can be the key that unlocks home ownership in expensive California markets. Thousands of California families use these programs every year to buy their first homes. With the right program and the right guidance, you can too. Don't let the down payment be the obstacle that keeps you renting forever. These programs exist to help people exactly like you. The question isn't whether you can afford to buy. The question is, are you ready to take the first step? If you want to explore this further, just contact me at 818-880-1234. 1466 Tony Ki. Thank you.